Namaste. Happy Monday. Today happens to be Memorial Day, Monday. And I am in a different location than my typical studio. I dog sit and house sit. So you may hear and see some dogs as we are having our morning stretch. So let's begin today in a comfortable position. Now, while we're beginning this practice, if you need to gather any props, feel free to grab blankets, blocks, books, possibly a yoga strap if you need it. Anything you think you might need, feel free to grab it. During Savasana, many times, if I were in person with you, I would be laying a cool cloth handing you a cool cloth that is orange infused with orange oil. I would come around and offer lavender if you would be up for it. I would allow that lavender scent to come around you and give you a nice touch. But today we are working together via internet, so it's up to you. If you want those things, gather them, have them ready for your Savasana. All right, let's get very comfortable. Placing palms up for receiving, palms down for grounding. If you choose to lie down, come onto the spine and lift up, tuck your shoulder blades, and just allow your body to settle into the mat. Take a few big breaths in and out. Do some inhales through the nose and exhales from the mouth. Allowing your body to settle. Getting all the chaos out of your mind. Maybe you have a big day planned, cookouts, parades, whatever that might look like. Let's let it wait, giving yourself the stretch time. And clenching the jaw, relaxing the eyes, maybe even close the eyes. Now we'll make the transition to Ujjayi breathing. If you need more time to relax, please go there. You are in your space having your practice. Ujjayi breathing is using only the nose. So we're going to bring a big, big inhale through both nostrils equally. Expanding the lungs and holding that air as long as you can. When it's time to exhale, push that air back up and out through the nose. This may require force. It may become audible like an ocean wave or snoring. Next, we are going to set an intention. You are welcome to keep your hands where they are or bring them to heart center in any mudra. So we take these next few breaths to set your intention. An intention, possibly a goal you have. It's time to let something go. An intention may be a word or two. Self-care, forgiveness, healing. setting your intention. Let's do an audible exhale from the mouth. Sealing that intention. All right, everybody. If you're lying down, slowly come up. If you are seated, let's make sure to open our eyes. Get a nice tall spine. And we're going to begin with our warm-up. I'm glad these dogs didn't have this during our pranayama. We've got our breath set now. We've relaxed our bodies. So they're free to run through the yard. All right, let's look forward. And on the inhale, let's lift the chin up. Exhale, bring the chin to chest. Inhale, lift up. Exhaling down. Do one more. Inhale, lift up. Exhaling down. Coming back to center. Now on this next inhale, let's look over your left shoulder. Feel that stretch. Gently exhale as you come forward, looking over the right. And slowly beginning to flow back and forth. The dog that you're seeing running with such passion is Linus. He's an older dog and he spends most of his time lying around. All right, let's bring it back to center. Nice, guys. All right, bring those arms out, fingers touching the mat. I know you wouldn't believe it, but when somebody walks by on their morning walk, he has this spurt of energy. It doesn't last, but it's like he's young and vivacious again for a moment. All right, let's bring those fingers out. Inhale that right arm up and really stretch it tall. Walking the left fingers out, and let's bend into that left elbow. Keeping the right knee from coming up, bring it down, and our gaze is looking upward. Bring it up, right fingers walking out and bending into the right. All right, let's slowly begin to flow now, side to side. Maybe it's in your practice to swing it forward. Slowly bring it back and release it down. All right, we're going to bring that right arm up again, this time stretching it tall. Now we're going to bring the right hand down to our left knee. Left hand is going to come behind us, and we're going to lift up through the torso and look over the left shoulder, feeling that stretch. And then slowly bring it back. All right, let's repeat that on the other side. Bring that left arm up, stretch it tall. Left hand comes down to the right knee. Right hand comes behind, and we're going to lift through the torso, looking over that right shoulder, feeling that stretch. And then slowly bringing it back. All right, we're going to bring those arms out to a T, palms down. Inhale, look up as we roll the palms open. Exhale, chin to chest, and we're going to gently rotate those palms. And beginning to flow, feeling the stretch, feeling the strength. Let's flow it one more time. And coming back up to seated with the palms up, bringing those fingers into the shoulders. On the inhale, we're going to shrug up. Exhale, we're going to round it open. Making nice big circles. Feeling the stretch. All right, when you're ready, let's reverse those circles. And swing out those arms, alternating which arm is on top. And shake it out. Fantastic, guys. All right, today we're going to come into a wide leg seated position. So, coming into your version of wide leg seated position. Nice tall spine. And when you're ready, let's bring those beautiful arms up by the ears. Really stretch it tall. We're going to gently turn to your left and then hinging forward, bringing those hands down towards the left foot. Once you've reached your edge, drop the hands, tuck the chin and bring that forehead down towards the left leg. On the inhale, make room to come deeper on the exhale. Slowly lift it up, bring those beautiful arms all the way up, stretch them tall, and gently come to the right and hinge down on the right now. One side may seem much easier. Now we'll slowly lift up. Bring those arms all the way up and come to the center. Let's bring those hands down, walking those hands out as if you're going to lay your forehead down on the mat. Feeling the stretch. Maybe you add pointing and flexing your toes here. Slowly lift it up, walking those hands back in. And we are going to bring the soles of our feet together into your version of Uttanasana butterfly. Pressing those knees down. Maybe you fly your butterfly. Maybe you need to rock a little bit. Maybe you just press against as if someone's standing on those knees. Feeling that stretch. Nice tall spine, and let's keep our gaze forward or upward. Very nice. All right, guys, from here, we are going to bring the right leg up and we're going to rock that hip. So the hand can come under or hold, and the left hand grabs that foot. And you rock that hip. Let's bring it back to center, and we are going to push down on the foot, pull back, maybe some nice circles for our ankles. Squeeze those toes, the entire foot. Nice. All right, now let's bring that foot in front of us and the heel on the mat. A hand on each side. This is where your strap may come in. I'm not practicing with one today, but if you have a strap, bring it around the small of the foot and you can hold it. And then we're going to slowly lift that leg. Now, once you have your leg lifted as high as you can, maybe you gently rock it a bit back and forth, feeling that stretch. Slowly bring it down, and we're going to switch sides. So we begin rocking the left hip by bringing the left knee up and the right hand, and begin to rock. Push it down, pull it back, squeeze it, ankles. And then bringing that foot out, a hand on each side, and raising the left leg. And again, feel free to use that strap if you need the strap. Get to rock a little bit on this one. And release it down and shake it out. All right, let's bring our legs out to staff pose. So bringing both legs out, sits bones ground down, spine nice and tall, and bring those arms up, reach them tall, chest open, chin up. As we hinge forward, drop those hands at your edge, tuck the chin and bring the forehead down. Again, each inhale make room, each exhale coming deeper. On your next inhale, lift the chin and chest. Bring those arms all the way up, stretch them tall, and drop those hands down, fingers forward. All right, we're going to come into a reverse plank. And you know with that, if it's not good for your pelvic wall or your lower back, feel free to bend the knees. All right, on this next inhale, we will drop those toes and lift the pelvis up. If you have bent the knees, you'll still lift the pelvis up coming into this version. So coming up and opening that chest, squeezing, lifting. Big breathing here. And we're going to hold here for 5 more, 4, 3 more, 2, 1 more, dropping it down. Fantastic, guys. All right, come down to your forearms, allowing the lower back to settle into the mat, and then slowly bring those feet in to your chest. All right, this is our inhale. And exhale, we do this one quite often. We're going to do yogi push. So exhale, push out. Inhaling in. Exhaling out. For less tension, kick high. And for more tension, kick low. Big breathing. We're going to keep moving. We're going to keep pushing and breathing. Let's go for 3 more breaths. Two more breaths. One more breath. And we'll slowly bring those knees in. Take a big inhale. Exhale. Let's kick it out. And hold. Hold here for 5, 4, 3 more, 2, 1 more. Drop it down, bringing the head down to the mat. And bring those beautiful arms out to a T. Now from here, we are going to bring the soles of the feet together, creating a diamond pattern. This is a supine. Let's take a moment here, allowing the lower back, the mid back, and the upper back to settle into the mat, pressing the knees down towards the mat, squeezing those feet together. Now on your next inhale, let's pick up this right knee and bring it up to rest on top of the left. And then we're going to bring both arms and our gaze to the right. Now you are welcome to take this deeper by crossing the leg over. Totally up to you. We don't want to feel it in the sacrum. This is an excellent asana flow for sciatica. Next, we're going to come back to full supine. Bring those arms open. Now on the next inhale, bring that left knee over to rest on the right as both arms and our gaze come to the left. slowly bring it back. Come back to full supine. All right, we're gonna help our knees up, hug those knees in, and let's create some circles, massaging the lower back. And we're gonna begin to rock up and down a few times, allowing your spine to connect to the mat. Fantastic, guys. All right, let's come into our tabletop. Now remember, you are welcome to grab blankets, whatever you might need to comfort your knees. Making sure hip to knee to ankle are 90-degree alignment. Our spine is nice and straight, fingers are spread wide. We're going to move through a cat-cow flow here. So inhale, drop the belly. Lift the tailbone, lift the chin, coming into cow. Exhale, round the spine, tucking the tailbone, tucking the chin, coming into cat. And then slowly begin to flow from cow to cat. Feeling the stretch, feeling the strength. And then we'll come back to neutral. Take your time to get there and come back to neutral. Now, in this neutral position, we are going to come into a spinal balance. So, we're going to root our left hand down as the right arm comes forward, kicking the left leg back, and then raise that beautiful left foot, stretching those fingers forward, stretching the toes back, feeling that movement, feeling the strength, and continuing to breathe. And we're going to hold here for 5, 4, 3 more, 2, 1 more. Bring it down, shaking it out. All right, let's repeat that on the other side. So this time, we're going to root our right hand down as the left arm lifts, right leg comes back, and raise the foot as we raise our gaze. Stretching the fingers forward, stretching the toes back. Holding and breathing for 5, 4 more, 3, 2 more, 1. Bring it down, shaking it out. Let's come into a child's pose now. Bringing those knees wide, big toes together, hips on heels, forehead to the mat, stretching those fingers to the top of the mat. All right, everyone, let's slowly come up, and we are going to tuck those toes. Lift those hips high, coming into downward dog. Now, once in downward dog, let's begin to lift our heels, bend the knees, walking your dog. Ears are parallel with your arms, pressing the heels back towards the mat. Now, on the next inhale, we are going to lift our left leg high and look towards the left armpit. Maybe you bend those knees, maybe you straighten those toes. Big breathing, holding and breathing here for 3 more, 2, and drop it down, walking it out. All right, time to repeat it on the right, lifting that right leg as we turn towards the right armpit. Maybe those knees bend on this one. Holding and breathing for 5, 4, 3 more, 2, 1 more, drop it down, walk it out. All right, let's walk our hands back to our feet, and we're gonna hang in ragdoll. Hanging in ragdoll, maybe we sway a little bit. Give those wrists some love. Maybe we grab opposite elbows. And when you're ready, let's roll our spines up very slowly, 1 vertebrae at a time. Coming all the way up with a big stretch. Down and release. Fantastic, guys. Fantastic workout. All right, let's come, well, not quite a workout, stretch. So now let's come to the top of our mat. Bringing those hands in front into standing mountain. Shoulders back, feet can be apart or together. Let's inhale nose, exhale mouth. Next inhale, bring those beautiful arms up to Uttanasana, stretching tall. I'm a little close to the camera today, so you can't see the top of my arms. Exhale, swan dive into Padasana, bringing the nose close to the knees. Inhale, hands to shins as you lift your head, coming into Urdhva. Bend your knees, set your hands as you step back to plank. Nice tight core, nice tight abs. All right, we're going to chaturanga down, lower your body down, and we're going to scoop it forward to an upward dog. Now, if upward dog isn't for you, drop the pelvis to cobra with gently bent elbows, or come into a sphinx. Forearms on the mat, chest elevated. Whichever version you want to try today, come into that, pulling the shoulders away from the ears. Now on this next inhale, let's gently look over the left shoulder. And on your exhale, bring it forward to look over the right. Inhaling left. Exhaling right. Coming back to center and flowing it back to downward dog. So we tuck our toes, we lift our hips, and we bring those heels down to the mat. Now we take a breath in downward dog and then step those feet up to the hands. Bringing those feet up to the hands and coming into Urdhva. Bend your knees and bring those beautiful arms all the way up, touching the palms, down, and release. Fantastic, guys. All right, let's come with our feet hips distance apart, and we're going to move through a Tadasana flow. So we begin by bringing those beautiful hands up. We're going to interlace the fingers and turn the palms up and stretch them tall. Really nice and tall here. Now on the next inhale, let's lift up those heels, coming up on the toes. Exhale, drop the heels and lift the toes. Begin to flow back and forth, feeling the stretch. Slowly bring those feet back down. Now on the next inhale, keep those arms up because we're going to lean over to the right. Feel that stretch, keeping those arms back. Exhaling up. Left. Exhaling up, and let's begin to flow side to side. Now we're going to swing it forward if it's in your practice. If not, just keep going side to side. Bring it back up, stretch it tall. Now we're going to step 1 foot wide and bring those arms down to a T with the palms down. Now if it's in your practice, let's bring those hands back to interlace. If that doesn't feel right for your body, place them on your sacrum or grab opposite arms, forearms, or even elbows. On your inhale, we're going to look up and we're going to bend back. Exhale, come down with those beautiful arms raised and begin to flow back and forth, feeling that stretch. Monday morning, wake up. Let's flow one more time and then bring it down with those arms raised and really stretch it tall. Holding for 3 more. 2. 1 more. Bring those hands down. If you can reach the mat, we're going to bend our knees deep and bring the hands down. If the mat is not reachable, use a book, a blanket, a pillow. Maybe you bring your hands to your knees or somewhere on your legs. Now, we want to bring this squat as deep as your body will allow, and we're looking down at the mat. This is our inhale. Exhale, straighten those legs and look back between the legs. Inhale, come down. Exhale, straighten. Inhale, bring it down. Exhale, straighten. Inhale, down for 4. Exhale, straighten. 1 more time, guys. Let's bring it down for 5, and we're going to hold here. Really feeling that stretch for 5. 4. 3 more. 2. Straighten those beautiful legs, and we are going to walk our hands over to our left side. Now, bringing those hands towards the left foot, we're going to bring our nose towards the left knee. Maybe you bend into that knee. And slowly walking to the right now, and bringing the nose down towards the right knee. Coming back to center, and let's begin to roll our spines up very slowly, 1 vertebrae at a time. And add a big stretch in there. Come down and release. All right, we're going to come into a goddess flow now. So we're going to bring those feet hips distance, step them wider than hips distance, and bring those toes out to a 45 with the heels in. Now, once you have your feet in place, we want our torso to stay in alignment. During this flow, sometimes we want to lean forward, but let's try our hardest to keep nice and tall. Now, we're going to inhale those hands up with a V shape, palms inward, just like this, all the way up. And on the next inhale, we're going to come down into a squat as the elbows come into the ribs. Now, I like to create a mudra, which is touching 1 finger to thumb. This helps balance. Keeping all 4 corners of our feet on the mat here. Trying not to lift anything. And then exhaling back up. Inhaling down for 2. Exhaling up. Inhale down for 3. Exhaling up. Inhale down for 4. Exhaling up. Inhale down for 5. Now let's hold here in 5. Now we're going to try to lift the toes on each foot. Maybe we lift 1 heel at a time. All right, everyone, it's time to see if we can lift both heels. Now, when we lift these heels, let's not let the body come forward. Keep the alignment. Keep the alignment. And maybe with those heels lifted, you feel a pulse in the hamstrings. Feeling that stretch. Holding and breathing here for 5 more. Keep those heels up. 4. 3 more. 2. Drop the heels and bring the hands to heart center. Now on our next inhale, we're going to bring the left elbow down to the left thigh. Exhale, center. Inhale, right. Exhale, center. Inhale, left for 2. Exhale, center. Inhale, right for 2. Exhale, center. Inhale, left for 3. Exhale, center. Inhale, right for 3. Come back to center. Fantastic. We're going to try Malasana today, which is wiggling the feet in 1 time. And then we're going to slowly bring it down with our elbows on the insides of the knees. Now, if this is not going to work for you, you're welcome to use a chair. You can sit on a block, or you can bring your bottom to the mat and then bring the elbows to the insides of the knees on the mat. Once you're in your malasana, let's press the insides of the knees with the elbows. Keeping the gaze forward and the torso as tall as you can. Try to keep from hunching. Keeping nice and tall. Holding and breathing. Next, we're going to drop our hands to the earth. And on the inhale, we're going to raise our right sun hand high, looking up. Exhaling down. Inhale left. Exhale down. All right, everyone, let's come down to the mat and shake it out. Fantastic. All right, we're coming into a hip stretch, which it's part of cow face pose, but we're not going to do the upper body today. So we're going to bring our right knee forward. Just a nice bend, right knee's forward, hip, foot. Left leg is going to cross over as far as your hip will allow. Maybe this is where you are today. Maybe you cross all the way over. Maybe you can stack your knees. Eventually, you want to work towards getting here. Feeling that stretch in the hips. Now, once you're there, we're going to inhale, look up. Exhale, bring that beautiful chin to chest and possibly the forehead down to the knee. Big breathing. Bringing it up. Now, our left knee is on top, so we're going to bring our right hand and place it on that left knee. Gently bringing the left hand around, lifting through the torso and looking over that left shoulder, possibly tugging against this knee, pulling to the right. Feeling the stretch. Slowly bring it back. And let's release and switch sides. Maybe you need to shake it out a little bit. And now we're going to bring the left knee down. So we have left hip out to the knee, left knee down to the foot. Now we're going to bring this right leg over. And inhale, look up. Exhale, bringing the chin down and possibly the forehead to that knee. Big breathing. Maybe you even stack fists. Bring your block or book, anything to make it comfortable. All right, let's slowly come up. This time, left hand's coming to the right knee. Right hand comes behind and we lift through the torso, looking over that right shoulder, tugging that knee to the left. Bring it back. Let's shake it out. Fantastic, guys. We're going to meet on our spine. I've got to show you what I'm looking at. Due to the sun, I had to place the camera this way, but I'm hoping that you can see. Oh, I don't know. The sun's so bright. There's gorgeous mountains back there. Gorgeous mountains. I'm not sure you can see them back there. Let's come back to the mat and coming onto your spine. Bringing the knees up and the pads of your feet to the mat. Maybe your arms are out to a T again. Bring that right foot to the right edge, left foot to the left, allowing those knees to fall to the right as we look to the left. And then slowly bring those knees to the left as you look to the right. And begin flowing back and forth, feeling the stretch. Taking it really easy on this Monday, Memorial Day. Just kind of giving our bodies a little love. And we'll slowly bring those knees back up, hugging the knees into the chest, gently rocking. All right, from here, we're going to drop our feet to the mat. And we're going to bring the left ankle to cross over the right knee. So left ankle is resting on the right knee. Now from here, let's interlace our fingers under the kneecap and pull that right leg up. And give ourselves some movement again. Maybe you even tuck the chin and bring the forehead towards, as if you were going to rest your forehead on this ankle. Drop that right foot down. Now we're going to allow the sole of this left foot to fall all the way to the right as both arms and our gaze come to the left. Now remember in the last flow, the cow face flow, when we would bring our hand up to that knee, we can do it again. Right hand to the left knee and pull that knee down. And that is giving an additional stretch to this entire region. All right, let's bring it up and switch sides. So we'll begin by bringing the right ankle to rest on the left knee. Nice. All right, let's interlace those fingers under the left kneecap and incorporate a little movement, a little flow. Maybe you tuck the chin and bring the forehead, and as if you're going to meet it with that right ankle or right foot. Dropping the left foot, releasing the kneecap, dropping it down, allowing the sole of the right foot to fall all the way to the left as both arms and our gaze come to the right. All right. Maybe that left hand pulls that right knee down. All right, guys, let's slowly bring it up, bringing both feet back to the mat and hugging those knees into the chest. From here, we're going to stretch our legs long, bring our arms overhead, stretching those toes to the bottom of the mat, stretching the fingers to the top. Walking your fingers and your toes to the right corners of the mat. Creating a boomerang or a banana with your body. And gently walking the corner to the left corners, your toes and your fingers. Moving back to center, and we're gonna hug those knees in one more time. All right, let's come into happy baby. Bringing those knees to a 90, elbows on the inside, hands reaching for the outside. Grab where you can and pull down and begin to rock your baby. Maybe you want to bring the soles of the feet together here. Or maybe you can gently straighten one leg at a time. Giving yourself these last few minutes of practice to engage in any asana, any stretch that you want, and making your way to Savasana when you are ready. Coming into Savasana. Savasana is typically lying on your spine, But as you know, in this class, you are welcome to lie on your side, on your stomach, whatever feels best for you today. You're in your own home, possibly in your pajamas like me. Make the most of what feels best for you. Coming into a relaxed position, tuning in with your breath, keeping the oxygen going. Maybe you move your body and your mind away from your space, coming into a space in nature. Allowing the earth to hold you in this space. Allowing your body to surrender. Taking this moment to be in tune to any part of your body that may still be holding tension. Breathing through it, stretching through it. And allowing the energy within you to surround that area, giving strength, giving healing to meet your physical and emotional needs this Monday morning. Such a blessing to share this practice with you. Allowing yourself this restorative time to reset, replenish, restart. Ask yourself what you might need on this Monday morning and breathe it in with each inhale, bringing in peace, bringing in forgiveness, ambition, whatever it is for you, healing, calm, contentment. Breathe it in. And with each exhale, letting go of what no longer serves you, letting go of addictions, letting go of chaos, fear, self-doubt. Let it go. The earth is holding you. The earth supports you. You are worthy to receive your needs. I invite you to slowly bring your awareness back to your space, back to your mat. As we begin to wake, maybe we wiggle those fingers, those toes. Engage in a full body stretch. Please stay as you are as long as you like. I invite those who wish to come up to a comfortable position. We're going to bring our hands to heart center wherever you are, giving yourselves one last boost of energy. Rub those palms. Feel that heat. Cupping those palms over the eye and moving that energy where you need it. Is it in your thoughts? How you're seeing the world? How you're hearing? The words you're speaking? Is it in your heart or something physical? would like to thank each of you for coming out today, tuning in, sharing your practice with me. As you go out and about this week, remind yourselves every day that you are seen, you are heard, and you are valuable. Keep loving and living. Namaste. Thank you. Have a beautiful Memorial Day.